Hello folks, welcome back to the Citadel server. My name is Joel Duggan and we are back on a Tuesday here in West Hill in the rain. You're surprised, I know. It just never ceases to amaze me how often it rains on this server. We are going to sleep to get rid of the darkness and the rain, and then we're going to pick up where we left off working on the northern ramparts, which you might have heard me talk about on the Spawn Chunks podcast that came out yesterday. New episode talking about the latest snapshot, 23W12A, and of course, Pixelriffs and I talked about the work that I was doing here along the ramparts. So what's left to do, you might ask? We need to change the roofs of these towers. I'm not happy with these. There are 4 of them? 3 of them. There's one there, and one here. And they just don't really match with the other cool roofs that we've managed to put on other buildings. So we're going to change these. I'm still going to keep them dark oak. I think that that's probably going to be important, but I want to add some height to them. And I think that'll be something that will help us in the long run. We're going to do that before we do the rafters. So we'll do that and then we'll do the rafters. And then after we do that, we will come through and add in the interior spaces like barrels and different things that we're trying to do along here. And I don't think we're going to keep these little spots. I do like some of the things that we've done in other areas with not straight lines. I also like this spruce trim underneath some of those. So we might try to pull in some of the newer techniques that I've developed over the last few years. Sonic, Cal, Dan, always good to see y'all. Oh, Boo, I know you're probably lurking around somewhere. Appreciate y'all being here. So yeah, there's the other one over here. And even this tower here is a bit nicer. And it has a very simple step around the bottom, but then it goes up by a block. And then the stairs. So it goes up in sections of 2. And I think that even just from down here, like that's a cooler look than this. So we'll grab our shulker boxes full of dark oak and things like that and see what we can come up with. We're probably not going to need too much dark oak because there's dark oak already in the roofs. So we'll bring some of that. We'll bring those. We might need some fences. I don't know if we'll need fence gates. I did some fence gate stuff over here. I thought that was kind of cool, but we're not going to have any gables. So that should be fine. Bring some stripped, bring some planks. Definitely going to need more trap doors. Bring those. Probably it. Now, as far as the underside goes, I don't think I want to do any stonework underneath the edges here. We'll bring some stone, and we'll bring some stone bricks, just in case. But I do like what I did over on this other one on the tower. So, and I've got the challenge of trying to match this with how I was building like a year ago. So we can't go crazy with it. The other thing we don't have a northern bell tower, but I think we're going to turn that into a bell tower. I'm not really crazy about that little kind of ball type design. On top of that, I think having like a bell tower like that up here would be very cool. Happy, thanks for the lurk. Good to see you as always. We'll bring a stack of those and some of those. And what else we're going to need? Probably something to give it a point. I use, yeah, walls, andesite walls, fences, and iron bars. So the only thing that might be a little bit tricky is we might have to raise this up by a little bit. Because I don't know if just putting in the layer underneath this, like if we want to add that kind of a dip, then it's going to run into issues here. So I think we have to go up by a block. We might as well put this out here too. I'm sure we're going to need scaffolding on both sides at some point. So this is really simple. It's just a straight up, like, staired angled roof. So one thing I like to do with roofs is I like to build half at a time, or even just create like a rib so that you can compare one side to the other and decide what changes you might like. We'll take down half the roof. I think we're going to add this here. And then that will allow us to put a full stair like that. And also allow us to put in a few things under the side here. And I guess I should probably use the front as a template for this. I'm doing well, thanks, Kel. Busy day. I was editing the Citadel Cafe podcast earlier, and so I'm not quite finished with it, but it's a smooth edit, so it's not too big of a deal. So let's just go that there. And I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How did I do those ones? Yeah, okay, so the trapdoors go on the ends. You have to face this way. Whoa. So with these, I just line them up so that the trapdoors run the same way that the planks do. Makes them a little bit more sleek, but it gives a nice space here. And then to get up on top of everything again. Here is where we would change the scale, or the angle, I should say. I have found it very useful to use scaffolding to put underneath your roofs. It's a little bit nicer. This might be too tall. Oh, you know what? No, that should be fine. That should be fine. I feel like that looks about the same. How do we like the... I don't know if I want to go with wood underneath the edges there. Stone might look better. Yeah, this time around on the Citadel Cafe, we were talking about Mandalorian Season 3. But really only the first 3 episodes. Let's take this out as well. And this is where I wish we had like a flag data pack or just something to try and why is that not working? To try and get some sort of like banners in the wind or like that kind of a thing going. Be nice, but I have not found one and I have not yet taken the time to learn how to write one. Yeah, I think that works. It's not as tall as this, so it doesn't read as important. We could even maybe make this a little bit shorter. Maybe just remove one of those fences so that this still feels taller and important. And this, because this has got like a second layer on top of it. So we'll keep these maybe a little bit simple. We could also just go with the, we could try just a rod on top of the stone wall, the andesite wall there. That might be okay too. But I like the overall change. I don't think I want to try and do anything too fancy with it. So let's take these out. And I also want to see what this might look like. Oh, is that wrong? That's wrong. I love having stairs everywhere. I mean, I know we've got scaffolding out the front of this, but when you take the time to put in stairs all around your builds, it really makes going up and down towers and getting from point A to point B like a lot easier. I find anyway. See if that makes a difference. You know, I don't mind that. I think that kind of reduces the importance of it a little bit. And I think it still works. And I like that. Get the same color. We could try a dark oak fence instead of one of those as well. Got something very similar over there, which might work. That's actually a spruce fence, but yeah, that's dark oak over there too. So that's definitely something I try to think about when I'm building things like this, is like what parts of the build do you want to have like visual priority? So like this looks important, the main gate looks important, and I want these to look cool, but I don't want them to pull attention away from the main gate, if that makes any sense. That was, we wanted to try just the spruce one. think I like the fence or the iron bar better. I want to start making a pirate village, says Sonic. Having a hard time planning it out. Can't figure out what I need to build and where it needs to go. The train's also pretty difficult. Can't figure out what to change and what to keep. Got a lot of similar emails and spawn chunks. Do you have any tips on where I should start? I would go with like logistics. So if it's a pirate village, you're going to need ocean access and you're going to need a wharf. And I would start there. Because that would be how a lot of those kind of settlements would have started, right? Would have been basic, just a ship and a wharf. And then everything else just kind of happens in proximity to that. Really good example would be some of the towns and things in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Maybe look up some concept art from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So yeah, start with the most important things. Like if someone was on a pirate ship and they'd never set foot in your little area, then what would you do? Like what would be the first thing that they did if there was nothing there? Is like if you're going to put your ship there a lot, then you'd probably want to have some sort of dock, you know, an easy or not just a dock, but like some sort of very easy access to the dock from where you're sleeping, where you're standing. Is it going to be a peaceful pirate village? If it's peaceful, then, you know, you don't have to worry about anything too crazy. But if it's not peaceful, then you're going to want to have like a spot for defenses. You know, you're going to want to have like maybe, you know, maybe a fort or something on the mouth of the harbor. Like there's a bunch of stuff like that that I think you can take into consideration to kind of get yourself started. Usually with situations like that, just from my own experience with movies and history, is that there's usually somebody in charge. You know, that's usually something that happens. So, you know, where do they live? You know, they would be probably on a hill, so it was important. You know, someplace with easy access, a view of the port, that kind of thing. So there's a slab in the corner, and then we just go up from there. So I put slabs in the corners. I guess it's another slab in the corner. Yeah. That's not too hard. Might be cool to try maybe a slab, a fence. We'll try both. See which one looks better. I think that's everything all the way around. Do I have a bed over here somewhere? I think I do. Oh, I've got one down here. What am I talking about? Ghost, hello. And I definitely like the wood. I definitely like the spruce better than the stone. It was worth trying, but I don't think that's something I'm going to be pursuing. It feels a little bit chunky on the sides here. We might be able to rotate some of those stairs. Like here. And here. And those will stay the same. And then down here, we've got to get rid of this. Atlas, hello. Good to see you again. After building a couple of Mythical Sausages medieval builds on my single player world, a little village has emerged. That's really cool, Atlas. Do you have any ideas on where to begin if I want to build more freely? What do you mean more freely? You mean like of your own builds? Or do you mean like elsewhere in the world of your single player world? Oh, I don't know if turning those sideways really helped at all. Why do I not get the feeling that, like, this feels really chunky to me, but I'm not getting the same chunky feeling from other builds? It's the same. It's the same math. Oh, it's a little tapered more at the top there. I think I like the fence. One of those things that probably looks good when you're at level with it, but then looks really weird when you're lower. Yeah, there's not much you can do. Okay, so do that all the way around. That means that this is going to change. Once you get a swing going on. It comes to get there pretty quickly. Cozy Mel raiding with a party of 21. Thanks so much for sharing your viewers, Cozy Mel. What's going on? Can we get a shout out for Cozy Mel in the chat when one of my mods gets a chance, please and thank you? If you haven't already, make sure you check out Cozy Mel's content. Very much appreciate the raid. We are just renovating some towers here in the big medieval city. So we've got a tower here and we've got 2 more over here that need some TLC. They were looking kind of lackluster. Wait, am I part of the Spawn Chunks podcast? I am indeed half of the Spawn Chunks podcast. Yes, that's me. All right, we're going to get rid of all this. Are we? Wait a minute. Maybe we're not. Yeah. I'll have to think about what we're going to do in the other spots. But that is the whole roof finished. It feels kind of strange, but... And the mighty Elkhorn is here as well. Good to see you, Elkhorn. Thanks for coming in, everyone. Appreciate you saying hi. So yes, I am a co-host and co-producer on the Spawn Chunks podcast. I also stream here on Twitch full-time, and I do the Citadel Cafe podcast. All of those are just available wherever the podcasts are downloaded from, wherever you get them from, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, like wherever you want to listen. They're all everywhere. How is the mighty Elkhorn today? And Mel, what were you up to on stream? If I missed your reply, I apologize. TransEV, love listening to the Spawn Chunks. Helps me stay motivated to play some survival. That's cool. Always nice to have little notes of inspiration from the podcast work. I think that's good. It makes the tower feel a little bit short. So we're going to remove, I think, this grass layer here. Maybe not all of it, but certainly a good chunk of it. Aldebar, hello, hello. Evie, thanks for the follow. And folks coming in with a raid, if you wouldn't mind, we are trying to grow the channel. So if you want to follow and pop over to twitch.tv/JoelDuggan, that'll help us with the basic numbers on the channel. Maybe help us get in front of a few more eyeballs here on Twitch, because discoverability on Twitch is not the best. Did I bring andesite? I did not. That helps a little bit. I might end up taking this down another notch. I'm not really sure. Let's see. I feel like the wall just looks a little bit short here, so a little bit of a grassy knoll there is okay, but I think most of the time I want to try and focus on having the walls look more imposing than anything else. Jody Illyria, good to see you. You're having a good day. appreciate the lurk, and folks, especially Mel, but anybody that came in with the Mel raid or Mel, if you have to go, I appreciate it. I know that you probably have been staring at the screen for a while. Need to take a break, get some food, but if you wouldn't mind leaving a lurk, it's totally fine. We don't mind people just hanging out, watching, or having us in the background on the PC. All of it helps, you know, gain viewers and eyeballs on the stream. So no complaints here. Don't really add any textures to those. I think it's pretty good. It's a little basic. We'll take a stroll here and we'll see what it looks like when we're coming into town along the country road here. Yeah, I don't think it's that distracting. I think it's pretty basic. You certainly notice this more because of the contrast with the white and the nice tall spire. It might be a little bit tall. We could experiment with not having the little point on it, but I think once you see this feels less important than the things on either side of it. I'm gonna go get some andesite. Ooh, pretty cam. The discoverability on Twitch is one of my least favorite parts of streaming, especially when you just start out. Kind of sucks. There's nobody to chat and talk to. The thing I find about starting out with streaming is that you have to be pretty good at narrating what you're doing and talking to no one. As in, like, you have to think about as if you're like teaching a class or like an online seminar, and just start talking about the why you're doing something, you know? I find that has helped me a lot. It was something I was kind of used to anyway because I did podcasting before I started streaming. I wonder if these towers could use like a stone corner on them. I don't know if that would make them stand out too much. Something that wouldn't affect the inside. Would change a lot of stuff. No. A little bit too busy. Alright, so that takes care of that roof. I think we'll wait and we'll do all the rafters at once I finish all the roof changes. So now that I know what I'm doing with the roof, it's going to be pretty straightforward, I think, to do the other two. One of them is bigger than the other. That's going to be a little bit tricky, but I'm sure we will get past it. And somebody had asked me about kind of expanding their build, and I would say, like, maybe if you can find some elements of the Mythical Sausage builds that you liked, and maybe try to bring those into your new build, but just make sure your new build has a purpose. Like if you've built, I'm just going to use an example, like a mythical sausage blacksmith, and you've built maybe a church that looks like it was made by Fwip, then maybe make something like a fishing hut, or I don't know, what's another good one that would make a lot of sense as a town build, like a shepherd's house or the baker, a town baker. But think about the things that work in the builds that you've copied, that you've learned from, and then apply that to the baker. You know, like even if it's just like how they did the roof, you know, like that kind of stuff can be really helpful. Whoop. I think I actually punched the note block at the same time that my feet hit the ground. That was really weird. I'm going to run out of blocks. That's what I'm going to do. What did I decide on? I think it's the 2 stone. I think it's this combo, right? Oh, that's a long way down. Thanks for saying. I think you're right. I have been thinking about a fishing hut. A fishing hut, yeah. So like start small. Like grab something small. And I mean, you could either try to make it look like a mythical sausage fishing hut without reference, because, you know, you're just kind of doing it from the things that you've learned. Or you could make it your own kind of fishing hut, but then incorporate, you know, elements. Like, I mean, all the buildings in here are things that I've seen other people do. And then like, maybe I liked this roof shape, right? And maybe Fwip did it in like spruce, but I decided to do it in a different block palette. You know, like just different things like that. You know, like you can take the shape, because there's only so many different ways you can do a roof in Minecraft, right? So like at some point somebody else has done it, and I don't want to speak for builders that are well known like Pixel Riffs or Fwip or Mythical Sausage, but chances are they saw what they are doing by someone that came before them. You know, there's a few trailblazers in Minecraft, but it's such a saturated game now that, I mean, I feel like a lot of the times people just beg, borrow, and steal, you know, in a good way, like in a yes and kind of way. I've talked about that on the podcast before, the idea of just like accepting what has come before and then trying to iterate on that where you can. Oops, doesn't go there. That's not right. We're gonna have to do some rough landscaping out here today too. Not all of this is going to be grass. Plus, this feels very strange. This tower feels very tall and unsupported, so I'm probably going to want to increase the support at the bottom of it, I think. Getting inspiration from Pinterest is a great idea. Yeah, Dan. You can also go to, is it Joel Duggan Art on Pinterest? I think is my Pinterest page. It might be linked in the socials below the video. If not, I think there's a command that maybe we can relay. But Mythical Sausage and Fwip both have Pinterest boards. And that's the other thing, is that they may be not copying, say, like another Minecraft build, but they might be taking like a Dungeons and Dragons mini or a model train set or like something, right? They could be taking that and translating that into what they're doing in Minecraft, right? I think I'm okay for stuff. All right, slabs in the corners. Oh, I haven't done this side yet. Whoops. Whoops. Hunter 555, good to see you. I feel like I've tried this before with this rotating the stairs and the ends, and I don't remember whether I liked it or not, but we're here now. The scaffolding part inside makes so much of this a lot easier. Roofs, now that we've got scaffolding, I feel like are one of the smaller things I think that scaffolding is quite useful for. What am I doing here? That's so strange. Oh, missing these. Cool, that's done. So there's a lot more opportunities in here for some cool supports, because we've raised this up by a block now, so that gives us the opportunity to do something like this if we really wanted to inside, which I like. So we are probably going to do some sort of spruce rafters in here, and also I don't know what we could do along the sides here, because we can't get into the corners. So we may want to try something like trapdoors. I'll have to see. That's probably where these came from. That's a block and a half. So we could do like another set like that and then have maybe something underneath it. And that way we could do trapdoor, trapdoor, and maybe slab. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Don't know about this. We might want to go with just a slab there. Or maybe just a trapdoor. No, slab was better. Yep. I mean, we could do trapdoors into the middle. I might need more stairs. I'm not sure. Never thought to use scaffolding as scaffolding. It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. I wish scaffolding was a cooler looking block because it would be fun to actually build with. It's one of the things that I've been watching a little bit of YouTube about modern cities, and in preparation for like returning to either a sci-fi area or the modern city here on the Citadel, and it's tough because you know you need a lot of custom texture packs usually in a modern city. So I have to revisit my mission statement for Southport, which is the name of the modern city that we have here on the server, and try to figure out like what texture pack we want to use, if I can somehow force load the texture pack into people as they arrive in the city, that kind of stuff. And see if I can get to a point where I can see both of these towers. So there's that one. Yeah, I mean, they look about the same. This one feels different somehow. I'm wondering if I need to return to having the stairs. Maybe that's why that looks so good. Wonder if the edge stairs are part of the problem. Q-Hi, I'm not really sure how to say your name. Thanks for the follow, and thanks for the compliment. You thought Westhill was a legend? No. It's 2.5 years of my life. If you mean legendary, sure. I'll take that. All right, so this is already at the correct height. Or is it? No, this could actually be lower. Do I want it to be lower? Probably do. Yeah. Now this is going to be interesting because this is a much larger tower. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I believe this is a 7 by 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it's bigger. We're going to be a little bit more careful. I think these stones here, these andesite bits, were me trying to be a little bit more unique with it. I might have to go get more scaffolding. So we're going to have to do a bunch of design tests on this one as well to to make sure that we know the roof angle, because we can copy what we've got, but I feel like we're going to need to change a few things because of the larger base. Larger base. I'm going to need some more trapdoors too, it looks like. Now, where's the closest bed? Probably in the barracks. Big Kev, how's it going? Kay the River Cat, good to see you as well. 1 hour has passed, says Dan. Time for break. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So we're probably going to get rid of these. That wasn't even the right wasn't even the right material. D-Shock Gaming, thank you for the follow. So this is going to be too tall if we go up 2 blocks every time. So here it might be a good opportunity to go up with 2 stairs before we start heading up into the higher angles. So we'll give that a go. Let's see what it looks like. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to put the scaffolding on like I did last time. So that's the center. And if I get rid of the other side as well, then we'll have a profile on what the left-hand side is going to look like. It's a huge difference, but really subtle, I think, at the bottom. I don't think it's going to be too bad because we've got 1, 2, 3 layers. Then we've got 1, 2, 3 layers. So it's really just this extra strip at the bottom that makes the difference. That should be good. And yeah, that's going to be a nicer, nicer silhouette here, I think. as well. I don't know why I decided to make that one so big. Maybe because it's the end of the wall. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I take a break about once an hour for folks that are maybe new to the chat with the raid that came in. And you should too. Stand up, give yourself a break. I'm going to refresh my coffee. And we'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Let's finish the top part of this big tower. Get them to refresh a few things here, though. Grab just a few more solid blocks. We should be okay for stairs because we'll be taking those down. I'm definitely going to need more trapdoors, though. Should be okay for slabs. I think I might just fill these in for now. Whoa, there's a hole there. Yikes. Yeah, that was definitely not intentional. I knew there was a part that I forgot, but I forgot that this was still all up here. These are the wrong color, too. I obviously did not make a final decision on as to how I wanted to handle those. I know I could be doing the spruce at the same time, but I find it easier just to kind of lay in the strip here, because then you've got something to put the trapdoors up against. And we can just use scaffolding to get up there. Although breaking the scaffolding here is going to be a real pain. I think that's it. Oh, gotta do this side too. I think that's it. Cool. It's kind of wild how much of this town is now like part of my memory and in my head. Like, I have to remember how to drive around my city and get groceries and, you know, ways to friends' houses and stuff like that. I also have to remember how to get around in my make-believe Minecraft town. Like, the kind of stuff that lives rent-free in your head when you play Minecraft is a little bit much. Is that right? No, that's not right. And let's just use something really obvious, like andesite, so we can know to delete it later. Oh, something's wrong here. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Rain again. Didn't it like just rain on the break? So roofs like this, when I get frustrated, that's definitely something that I will go and like look up how Whip does it or how Mythical Sausage does it, just because I do get kind of stumped sometimes on these. And I don't think I really like this inside here, so we might just end up turfing that whole scaffolding bit or rafter design. There we go. Oops. Yeah, I think that looks okay. It's a little squat at the bottom, but it should be okay. Gotta remember there's going to be a road up here that I have to think about how it's going to look from the road. It should be fine. You can see the landscaping that we have to do as well. Alright, so if we follow the same pattern, we should just be able to bring these along to here, and then slab in the corner. It might be worth it to try and find like a window or something. Space for a window here could be good. I'm going to try this without angling the stairs on the end. See if that's something we like. Certainly makes the process easier. While I'm up here, I should do the top. Cool. We'll go sleep before we check it out. New tower roofs. Yeah, we're just changing these three here. So this one, and this one over here. We just made them a little bit steeper by about 50%. And so far, so good. We just finished the last one, so unfortunately, well, there's an image on Twitter actually. If you go to Twitter, you'll see the old tower. Yeah, so Joel Duggan on Twitter, you'll see a picture of these two towers. I think my screenshot is of this end of the wall today. But the old ones were just like 45-degree angles. They're pretty straightforward. It does feel really squat because of how wide it is. I almost want to add something to that. But then if it got taller, then you wouldn't see the bell tower. Like I feel like this is like part of the bridge. That's why it's got this specific design on it. There's a bridge over there. So that's the we're looking at. That's the bridge there. And this has a small bridge. I guess it has slightly different windows. I was right about the stairs too. We have to switch the stairs back. That's fine. Won't take long. It's the kind of thing that looks weird up close, but looks much better when you're farther away. It softens the edges, which you'd think is the opposite of what this would do, but that's that one all done, and then these ones. That should be all of them, I think. Yep. Mama Melissa, hello, hello. Hope you're enjoying your Minecraft day. We're slowly but surely working through the details of this north curtain wall. It's a single item on our to-do list, but it's it's a doozy. There's just so many things. There's the inside of the towers to the northwest that need to get finished. There's all kinds of stuff. So we haven't checked things off in like 3 streams. Right, that's done. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So we're gonna have to fix that as well. And I don't remember what we did over here, but it's pretty basic, so we'll fix this. Right, so the only thing about this, I think I might want to change this from an oak to like maybe a dark oak. A stripped dark oak. I don't remember what I did in here. Yeah, stripped spruce actually. Which doesn't look too bad either. That's stripped spruce, and then the other option, I think, oh, I pressed the trapdoor. One of these has got stripped dark oak in it. I don't remember which one. This one has got stripped dark oak. I think the stripped spruce might stand out just a little bit better. bring that. So I've got stripped of both. I'm going to need some barrels, I think. Probably some buttons. Definitely some doors. I think we're done with the iron bars for now. Ninja Monkey, good to see you. I realized that this guy didn't have any doors on him either. We'll fix that. Oh, there's only the one. Do I have doors down here? Door there. Door there. Yeah, okay. I thought this one was missing doors as well. But I think this is the one that we were experimenting with. Yes. So I think here we'd be better off with spruce. Yeah. And then we can figure out a way to get up there, probably here. And these might look better as spruce as well. And I don't know if I need these anymore. No, I don't. Because we took off the corners on those stairs, which means we can have this look a little bit more supported. And that's a full block, so we could even do stuff like this here. And how does that look from below? I don't know about the trapdoors. We might have to go with stairs, maybe. DWEC 66. Thanks very much. Sorry, 666. Thanks for the follow. We could try maybe stairs or slabs here. I think I like the stairs. That's interesting. I never thought about that. And I guess we'll just leave the rest in here open. There's no real reason to do anything else with it. I just have to double check. I mean, there's too well lit in here for spawn, so that's good. Did not mean to do that. I think that works pretty well. I don't know about this. Yeah, the only thing I could think of would be to add like extra barrels. It's a little bit busy, maybe. Yeah, probably a decent design. Rye Thomas, thanks very much. I'm glad that the town is giving you some inspiration. Pixarus is also building a castle, specifically. So if you're looking for some castle stuff, then you can absolutely get some inspiration from Pixarus as well. I know a lot of my castle and keep inspiration has been coming from Whip. So I definitely have been going down that route. This is going to be more challenging. This is a much bigger room. So we had, I believe it was just slabs into the beams. And they were above here. So we had beams going across this way. And then we'll have more room here, which will be cool. And then we had trapdoors into slabs in the corners. So if we kind of extend that here, we could probably make it work. Maybe we have to change these into slabs. Although that feels kind of strange, doesn't it? Hmm. Guess because it's a wider room, maybe we have to do something like that. That doesn't seem to really work well either. Oh, maybe we have to change the direction on these. Doesn't really work either, does it? That's not bad. It still feels kind of forced. It's tough when you've got materials changing in a line like this because you have to add something to make it look good. I think that kind of works. We definitely want to put some sort of support up top too. Maybe some sort of cross beam or something. So that all works, but then here, you'd want there to be something. I don't remember what we did in there. Was it stairs? Yeah, that looks good. Minecraft Melly, good to see you. I guess we can remove this for now. That looks pretty good, but I feel like there's some missing supports that would happen here. So like I wonder if we would need to do something. Maybe something, maybe it's just stairs. That or a slab. Oh, that feels kind of funny. The alternative is a little chunky. I guess the other thing we could try is a slab here. Don't usually like doing like quarter supports like that, but we do trapdoor there and maybe turn that into a stair. That could work, maybe. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's change this quickly into something that we can just use as a temporary thing to place blocks up against, because placing stairs and slabs up against one another I've always found very tricky. I guess this doesn't matter. What's going on here? These are going in that direction. That's all done. That's all done. Oh no, missed that one. Cool. Whoops. And it's just a matter of copying everything else around. And I don't think I need to do anything else in here. Any additional stairs just going to make this look kind of strange, so I think we'll just leave it like that. You really can't see it anyway. Just looks like rafters, you know? This feels a little strange now. The barrel in the middle. But it's not bad. Just, it feels a little bit weird, but I can't think of another way to do it. Oops. I really enjoy the attention to detail, even if it's parts that you can't really see. Thanks, Mel. Thanks, Mel. Yeah, for me, it's part of like the challenge of completing the build. You know, that's the balcony. Making sure that I've not like overlooked stuff. I've never really thought much of builds that are just like empty shells. So, I kind of want this to be a cool experience, like for people to, you know, when server mates come by and they want to explore it. I feel like it's a cool opportunity. Now, I don't know what we're going to do as far as decor in here. The nice thing is that we don't need any like ledges along the windows, like over here, because we've got these arrow slits. We tend to need a little step up so you can see out, right? But we don't need that over here. And this is all pretty standard stuff. I feel like we could do, we have enough wall space on this door wall that we could absolutely put something interesting here, you know? Whether that's like a small rack or a shelf or something. You know, obviously we have to have more of a railing here. I actually ran out of trapdoors. And we can change the texture of the floor once we know what's going to go in here. Yeah, I'm thinking we should probably have maybe like a table there, or maybe a table there would be good. And then like, you know, supplies or something stacked up over there. I keep on wanting to put something like a tool rack or something like that there. We could use, I mean, I put my trapdoors away, but we could have something like this here. Although that doesn't leave a lot of room. Maybe there needs to be just like a shelf or something. It's hard with the windows kind of in the way. Because you'd want like all of this space you want to be clear. And when you pile stuff up in the corners, you get these weird tangents with the windows. And we could put something cool here. Maybe to help with that. Maybe chests in the corners could work too. All right, well, we have another set of rafters to do before I start getting into the insides. I wish we had containers with arrows, Dan. I agree. I wish that we could do something with barrels that allowed us to have like barrels of things. You know? And to solve the inventory issue of like adding a bunch of different icons, like if you break the barrel that looks like it has stuff in it, it would break into two things. The thing that's in it, the one thing that's in it, and the other thing. I wish that if we had like, I wish there was like a certain like highlighted inventory, and if you have something there, then it shows here. That could be kind of cool. But I mean, like we've talked about that before, I think. Trapdoors. Got enough of those. Got enough of those. Got enough of those. Should be good. Ninja Monkeys feels the same way. City builds without interiors feels lifeless. Yeah, one of the things we tried to do on the server with the modern city was we tried to invite other members to come and like claim their apartments, so that someone would build a high rise, but then somebody else could come and like claim a spot to live, which then gives you a home base to like play Minecraft out of in the modern city. But then you're decorating one of the many apartments inside of the complex, which I thought was a kind of a neat idea. Now this is a more basic build, so we don't have quite as much to do in here. Comes together pretty quick when it's the third time you've done it. Now, if memory serves, on these smaller ones, I was doing that way. And I don't think I did anything else. I think that was it on these small ones. I'm curious. I wanted to see if I change the angle on these, if it looks a little bit better. Whoops. It's a cool concept to get others involved. How well has that been working out? Well, so the thing is that there's dozens of apartments in the modern city, and there's only 5 or 6 people on the server. So when someone comes by and decorates an apartment, I think 2 people have done it. Cosmic decorated apartment. I want to say maybe Hannah did, or maybe it was Megan. But yeah, there's a lot of apartments and only like a few people, and not nearly anyone that plays as much as I do. I think I like this other way better. So we'll change it up. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not crazy important, so that should be good. And we'll go change that other one. Yeah, it's a little bit busy. Nice. That's the towers done. I do the texture. Yep, texture along here is done. Now we need to switch to like interior stuff. It's not the best door. It's hard to kind of get through here without bopping your head. I don't want to back it up any farther. I wonder if I could just take this out. That's better. Maybe we can just change this to suit. Yeah. Works a bit better. Keep that and that on me. Probably use a little bit more stone. I'll keep those and keep the fences. Keep the slabs. Keep the trapdoors. Might need more of these. If not, we always need more of them down the line. Like, it's never a thing where we don't have enough. Or enough opportunities for those. And then I'll want to grab some more interior blocks too. Yeah, the modern apartments can be a little bit repetitive. The fun part is like adding like custom textures to your paintings, you know, in Minecraft. That can help. Mini blocks are also a fun way to kind of add some variety. Carpet. One of the things we did in the modern city, which is a nice way to do things, is we have, if you think about this like a vertical slice, we've got the floor, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's the ceiling. Sometimes there's only 3, but it means that when you look at like your floor and your ceiling can be different textures. So like the ceiling of one apartment could be this color and the floor could be another. And it really opens things up, because then in your floors, you could do things like use glazed terracotta to make like carpet patterns or things like that. So you can spice it up a little bit. You know, you could have like a kitchen that has like a floor like that if you wanted to, and it's not going to affect the ceiling of the floor below. So that part is cool. Bring those chests. We'll need chests. And I'm going to bring probably some tables and chairs. I don't think we'll want dark, but we'll see. Those don't go there. Nay, nay. Cool. I'm a little ahead of schedule, so I'm going to take my break now just because I'm back here and I haven't started the next phase. If you're new to the chat, again, I take a break once an hour. Gives me a chance to run some ads. You don't miss anything because I'm away from the keyboard, reheating my coffee usually. You should too. Grab a snack, grab a friend, and we'll be right back. So now we got to switch gears to interior design. And I'm pretty sure the other one's done. Yeah. I'll bring some tripwire hooks too. That's a good idea. That's finished. I don't want to put anything along here because it just makes everything feel narrow. This is done. I mean, a tripwire hook wouldn't be so bad right there. Let's go get some tripwire hooks and see how they feel. I should just keep some in here. Yeah, if we make this feel a little bit more functional. What we've done in the past is we've hung like bows on stuff like that, but I'm not sure. Maybe they make more sense up in corners like that. Yeah, I think I like them on the sides. Give it a little bit more purpose to the wall. I'm not sure what we could do. Anything else there? I'm gonna leave these doors open. This is the thing I was talking about on the spawn chunks this week, where I made like a barrel of black pitch that I thought would be kind of cool, but I forgot to take a screenshot before I hooked up with Johnny on Discord, and I was like, oh, I forgot to take a screenshot of the cool thing that I did. It's become difficult actually to keep track of all the different things that I do in a week now that I'm streaming every day, to try and get screenshots for the show notes and stuff. All right, so one thing I wanted to do was maybe try and put something along here to help with the edge of this. And I feel like we could put something kind of in this area. A little dark. Maybe we can do like a railing or something instead. Need some signs. This feels just very gray. And I feel like we did... I don't remember how I did this. I think they're on the higher blocks. Where did I do this before? Yeah, it is in the higher blocks. Okay. We can try it with dark oak too, which might work. Except for I don't have any room. So it's going to help with this arch too, if we do like a supportive like wood structure or something. And this way it won't affect the texture on the ground. Let's see which kind of wood looks better here. I think the spruce is more subtle. might be better, actually. Try it that way. Yeah, sort of helps make this feel like a little bit of a training yard, I think. I'd love to put like a crate or something there, but it would be in the way. Maybe we can get away with something like that there. Yeah. That helps. Wonder if we could try to do like a training dummy here. That's too much. Oh, that could be kind of cool. How did I do the other ones? I think I used fence gates, maybe? Yeah, let's look over here. I have a whole training yard over here, which I thought was kind of fun. Buttons, and I did use fence gates and some fences and stuff like that. I don't think I want to use a hay bale there. That's going to be too bright. Mama Melissa, I know what you mean about the trapdoors, the dark oak trapdoors looking like chocolate. A little samey. Wonder if we can get away with a dark oak top to this. Not so much. Really kind of blends together, doesn't it? We'll try the other kind. I'm guessing this is just going to be the opposite and just stand out too much. Maybe not if we put buttons on the side. If we put buttons on the side, that might fly. Balance it out a little bit. Maybe with a dark oak trapdoor, since we can't see the top of it, it's not going to look like a chocolate bar. Oops. This is where having like a dark fence or something like that would really come in handy. Nope, too dark. Nope, I guess we'll just go with the buttons. Seems to be like the lesser of the evils. Fine. Now in through here, this is all just inside the wall, so I can totally just do a few of these along here. Feels a little bit strange, but you'd want to be shooting down anyway, so the alternative would be having slabs along here, which would be the right height. Maybe that's the thing we should do. Which of course means I have to put some stuff back. This might be the easiest thing here, just to keep this all slabs. And if that's the case, is this a single wall? That's a single wall. All right, we'll leave that the way that it is. That's cool. That feels like a little bit more of the right way to approach that. And maybe a tripwire hook at the end to say we put something there. Yeah, that works. Feels like a very dangerous open stairwell, but I don't know. Really not much we could do. I guess we could try trapdoors along here, but I think it's going to look kind of silly. That's not the end of the world. Feels a little less open. I mean, you're still going to be open on this side. And we can't put them where the armor stands are, so maybe we'll just leave this open. Medieval building codes are just not up to modern standards, I guess. Go figure. And the inside of this was all done. I think the inside down here is also finished. Yeah, nothing crazy in here, just closet space. So it's really just this last one that needs some TLC. So here's where I thought a table could be good. I was thinking that. I don't know whether a dark oak table would look better. Yeah, it might stand out a little bit nicer. I guess we could put it up against the wall, but I just feel like I do that all the time, trying to do something a little bit different. I mean, we also could have like a full, longer table. Actually, that'll help us keep these chairs a little bit off center, which could be fun. And then what if I turn this one? Whoops. Yeah, that's a little cooler. And then we'll move this back. Yeah, that's better. So I like the idea of piling some stuff there, but we'll have to go get some different blocks for that. I do have these. A little even. We also have the ability in here, because we're not dealing with any kind of like weird slabs, we could have that, or maybe have them higher. Maybe we don't need them everywhere. Symmetrical. Oh, I have the signs now. And if this was going to be something, I would probably change it into a barrel. M, no worries. Thanks so much for being here for the afternoon. Appreciate you hanging out. So anything that comes out that far feels a little bit strange. So maybe we can try chests. I like that. Did I bring a composter? Composter would look cool here. I kind of want something in that corner as well. Maybe we'll just put another chest over there. This actually doesn't look too bad, just like a pile of planks or something, but I feel like we could probably come up with something cooler. The center of the room does feel very open. But that doesn't make any sense. Whoops. Nope, I guess less is more, perhaps. I wouldn't mind a, maybe we'll switch this up to have the lighter chest over there. I'd like to have something a little bit more useful here, but I don't know what we could do. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the shelf there just feels very strange. Comrade General, thanks very much for the follow. Yeah, feels weird. Very, very weird. A little repetitive. Maybe I can put another chair there. Or vice versa. Maybe we put the chair here. I'm okay with that. I think that works. A little bit less claustrophobic over here. Man, I'm jealous of M going to Italy. That's amazing. Sign me up. Italy is one of those destinations that I would absolutely love to hit up. I've never actually been to Europe. I really haven't been that many places, but Europe is one of the places that I have not been. All right, so we have to texture the floor, but before we do that, I feel like I have to change the rafters in here to make a little bit more sense. We also have the opportunity to do kind of like a tool rack type thing here. I would say that I was intending for this to have some sort of like barrel crate layout or storage sort of look. Well, a good way to get hit in the head with a barrel, to put it that way. So we'll put something else in there between it. And then we'll try to do something like hanging something on the wall here. We can. Be a little bit tricky. I wonder if there's another way to do that. I mean, this could just be a shelf. It doesn't have to have like stuff hanging on the walls. And really, we could hide this and put another storage thing there. Yeah, so now I'm just looking for like some slabs to put up there. So it doesn't feel completely empty. Where does this go? Oh, wow. I don't know why we'd want to be down there. That's just the bottom of this tower. I don't think there's any secret basement that I want to link up to. This is just next to the waterfall, I think. I mean, we could put a door down there. I don't think I'd want a door that close, though. I don't know. I mean, it sort of makes sense. So that's possible. I don't think that was planned. Torture chamber. Yeah, we don't really have a jail or dungeon. If I did put a dungeon, I'd probably put it in the basement of the keep, though, right? I can imagine the dungeon would be underneath all this mess. Basically, where our storage unit is right now would be roughly where we would put a dungeon. Yeah, I don't think we need much more in here. We can maybe put a couple things over there. Yeah, this kind of funnels you towards the door. We'll leave this for now. I need to go look and see what we did with some of the other towers, because I like what I have here. I think I just need to find... I think I might need to run a support across there, maybe. That could help. Nope, can't do that. I think I hit my head. Not sure. Nope. I think this is what I did in the other tower. We're gonna go look, but pretty sure kind of thing that I did. Way to add some bulk to it, but it doesn't get in your way as a player. Wouldn't mind having a cracked brick right there too. Alright, so we need a few more things that I don't have in my inventory right now. So we'll grab... I think we're going to grab some of these. Bring some composters. I don't think I need the slabs anymore. I wanted some mini blocks. Don't need those or the buttons. I think we're done with tables and chairs as well. We'll have to see what looks better. And then I need those. I've got trapdoors and slabs, stairs. I've got... Thought I had signs. I guess I need more signs. And let's go down to the west gate and take a look inside those towers, because I know that I did some cool stuff inside those. Oh, there's like a training dummy. That does look okay. Right, so I did cross bracing and stuff underneath a lot of planks. These are all dark oak. Did I do dark oak on the other side too? Probably. Yeah. Like that better. As long as the dark oak won't look weird, we should be okay. I think the dark oak will help with some contrast in here. I just don't want it to look like it's too strange. Although there's dark oak out here along the banisters, so that could make a lot of sense. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. This is actually going pretty smoothly. Surprised. Ooh, missed the door. I forgot cracked stone. Whoops. And then we can add the signs back. And it really starts to look like this has been like attached, you know. But like, I don't think I want to go that far with it. No. I will change this as well. That might be better off as a barrel, although we've got barrels down here already. Now here, I want to try either these bricks or the other bricks. the other bricks look a little bit nicer. Yeah, it's a little bit too high. Did bring these, so we could try these on the other side. Nope, I think I had it right before. Oh, is the inventory full? Inventory's full. Where did the barrel go? There it is. All right, now here, that's spruce. I think I like that better. And honestly, this might be better off as stripped spruce. I think that's good. I might try. I don't know if we really want buttons on that. I don't remember if I used buttons on the other ones very often. I'm going to actually put some things in here while I sort out my inventory. I don't know whether this is going to be overkill or not. Maybe just one on the front. And then sides there. Yeah, I think that's good. And I have to toss something. All right, so now it's just a matter of putting in the textures up here. So I've got bricks, stone, and this. guess maybe over here. Try to just break it up a little bit where we can. Oops. Oh, no, that doesn't work. I guess I could make that a stair. But, well, if I do that, I might have to bring this all the way up. And then I'd have to hide it underneath something. So maybe not. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to change this too. It feels a little bit strange to have something that height all the way around. Cool, thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. Yeah, as long as this looks good underneath here, we might have to add a couple blocks. Stuff that you can't really see from above. That's under the chair. We'll see if this looks okay upstairs. I'd rather it look good up here. Yeah, that feels okay. I'm okay with that. Actually, maybe we'll switch that and this. Feels textured to me. This always feels a little bit strange, this kind of weird transition, but I guess we could turn this into like planks or something, couldn't we? Yeah, that feels pretty good. I'll have to remember that. Question is, does it look good down here? There we go. Nice. So I think that wraps up the interiors. We'll take another walk along the wall here. Oh wait, no way, I gotta go across the way and we gotta light some stuff. Never mind. Well, there's really not much to be done in here. I think we're gonna replace this with dark oak just because that seems to be a better combination. And this goes up to here. And we have the opportunity to put an actual light up here. If I did any of that, I would say I probably would end up putting it here. So we'll go get some walls and maybe we'll dangle a little light on this tower because this is very dark. And everything in here is also dark. So a single lantern up there would light up this entire tower. No problem. Not in love with the top of that either. That is just the courtyard. Okay, so now we don't need any of these things, I don't think. I might need those. Bring trapdoors, we'll bring fences, signs. Maybe some deep slate. What do we want from around here? The lights around here all seem to be on dark fixtures. So I've got trapdoors. I don't think I'm going to need chains. We'll bring them anyway. Might try a soul lantern. Oh, we've got other set dressing to do down there too. Crap. Crap. Just when you think you want to check something off. I didn't bring any walls. Darn it. And I need to go into the deep slate. Grab that. I think that's it. I need to do some research before I revamp this keep. There is definitely going to be some major changes. So polished deep slate seems to be the thing for lights most of the time. we've done stuff like that. That might be a little bit too ornate here. I think we can get away with just the top part. So we can do like this little guy here. I do one on top of the other building too. Yep. So then I'm thinking maybe we'll use spruce. I try to keep everything in the west side all kind of designed the same way. But this is probably going to look better with dark oak. That might be as big as we want it. Did I put slabs back? I put the slabs back. Darn it. So it gets all the way down to almost halfway across the walkway, which is nice. I just don't know if it's going to be too bright. Need some more rockets and stuff. Almost time for sunset. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Dan. We're just about ready, I think. I mean, it helps it stand out against the background, I guess. I wonder if I should just put a lantern inside rather than having something on top of it. That might be a better solution. Yeah, I wonder if I could just find a way to put a lantern in here somewhere. Why is that there? Oh, I see. It was probably there for this. So you could step up and look out, right? Yeah. And that we'd bonk our heads on. I don't know where we would tuck a lantern in here. I mean, I guess we could hang it in here somewhere. I think this is one of the most frustrating things about Minecraft is the inability to hang lanterns, or the half block sort of situation I find tricky sometimes. I guess we could maybe fix this one. No, because if I hang a lantern there, then we're going to bash our heads off of it. So it needs to be, I guess, in this corner. Yeah, that's the only spot for it, huh? which really messes up that window. I don't know why there has to be a window there. Well, if we get rid of these, because there's really no point in these windows. They don't really look at much. It's probably just for aesthetics outside, would be my guess. Yeah. Maybe if we put one on the stairs. Raising the trapdoor opposite to the ladder. Don't think that's possible. Oh, I see what you mean. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. And actually that makes sense because then we could have either slabs here. Or maybe just more of those. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes a funny noise when you walk across it, but do we like slabs or do we like... That looks a little bit cooler. Unfortunately, then you can kind of get up on this, but... I think I like that. Yeah, thank you. Good call. Good call. Nah, yeah, we'll move this too. Oh, no, that has to be a slab. Right. Yeah, because of the door. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's put... I put the tripwire hooks back. Darn it. All right, that might be a little bright. We might have to switch to a different lantern. Yeah, a little bit like a beacon in the distance. It probably lights up a lot of this pathway, though. This spot right here. Almost the whole thing. All right, I think I might opt for a soul lantern here. Not going to light up nearly as much as we want down here. Inside the building, at least, is going to be spawn proof because, well, except for there. Yeah. So we could do something there. That's not a problem. And all of this is fine. But ultimately, that's going to look better, I think. Oh yeah, that's much better. Way more subtle. And a lot of the lanterns on this side are the Soulfire lanterns. So I don't mind that we're kind of making that subtle switch. I actually kind of wonder whether we've got too bright of a situation here, but I feel like we're going to need some light along the wall, so it's weird that it lights it up outside. Anyway, I think that is where we have to leave off. I've got a few things I have to do today, so hopefully you've enjoyed your stay. Make sure you leave a follow. We are going to pass you along. Check to see who else might be streaming some Minecraft here on my usual lists. It appears that Tango Tech is live. They're always a fun raid. So if you are interested in hanging out for some more Minecraft, we're going to raid Tango Tech. Make sure you're kind and enjoy yourself on that other stream. If you want to listen to some free podcasts about Minecraft, check out the spawnchunks.com or just look for the show by name on your favorite app, your favorite podcast app. The Citadel Cafe will have a new episode out either tonight or tomorrow. So that is also on your favorite podcast apps and YouTube. They're both on YouTube as well. Follow me on social media at Joel Duggan. And of course, you can check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan, which is one of the best ways to support the stream. You also get access to the Discord, which is a very friendly place. I think you'll enjoy it there. If you received a gift sub, or if you have just resubbed with either Prime or your Twitch sub, make sure you connect your Discord and your Twitch, and you get into the Discord with us. It's a fun place to hang out in between streams. Next stream is going to be tomorrow. That's Wednesday at 1 o'clock Atlantic, UTC minus 3 hours. And we'll see you then. Bye for now.